Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on these two right here. So I'm going to say almost 2 weeks ago now, Colourpop released the Pretty Fresh line. So that had a primer, a setting spray, and this tinted moisturizer. They also came out with a sponge with the release. So I was really excited about this because honestly, most of the time during the week I do very minimal makeup when I go to work, unless I'm filming in the morning before I go. I don't usually have that much makeup on, but I do like to do a tiny bit when I have time, just to seem like I was ready for the day, you know, just to give that nice illusion. So I do like products like this, like BB creams, CC creams, and all of that. This is a tinted moisturizer, so it's basically going to give you a very light coverage, but hopefully it gives your skin a nice look to it without having a ton of coverage, basically. So this retails for $14. I'll show you guys the packaging, get you guys a little bit closer. So of course they always have the best packaging, it's always super pretty. The box looks the same. I didn't bring the box in because it literally looks the same as this, basically. Actually, I did bring the box in. Never mind. So this is what the box looks like. Perfect. I love the font on this too. That font's really pretty. I do like the colors and stuff too. I feel like it really goes with the theme of the line. I just love this peachy color. Okay, so, and it's a hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer. So basically this says that it's ideal for all skin types. I do have normal to oily skin, so I was a little hesitant because, you know, oily, but I decided to get it anyways just to see if it even works for me. So you're never gonna know unless you try it. I know I've seen a couple reviews where people are like, oh, if you have oily skin, you're not gonna like this, but challenge accepted. Alright, so let's see. And this also has coconut water in here. And yeah, it's dermatologist tested, oil-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and vegan. A hydrating tinted moisturizer with skin perfecting lightweight coverage for fresh, healthy looking skin. So prep your skin with the Pretty Fresh HA primer. I didn't get that because I didn't feel like I needed all of the hyaluronic acid stuff on my face. I just feel like this is enough. So, because I'd probably be like a crazy dewy mess. Like not even a dewy mess, you know. Anyways, so I want you to use the primer that they came out with, and then the blending sponge or fingertips, and yeah. So I think I'm going to just use my fingers. It's a tinted moisturizer, so I feel like that would give me the best application. If I feel like I need it, I'll use this. I am going to apply concealer in the places that I think I need extra coverage, so I will use this so you can still see how this works. And then I don't think I said earlier, but this does retail for $7. It's very soft, and it's that same really pretty peachy color. I love how beauty sponges look before you get makeup on them. So I don't even want to use it just because it's so beautiful. Okay, and for the tinted moisturizer, I think I already said this, but it retails for $14, and I got the shade Light 5N. And this is what the pump looks like. So it is a bottle, or sorry, it is like a kind of like a tube with the pump on the top of it. Alright, so we're gonna start with that. I do have primer on my face already. I used a mattifying one because I am oily, so, but I'm just gonna apply this with my fingers because I feel like that's gonna give me the best application. Yeah, I'm seeing barely any coverage on this. I should have done a before and after picture because I feel like this hasn't done anything. I honestly feel like by the end of the day I'm just gonna be a hot oily mess. It definitely does make you look see, it definitely does give you that glow to your face. For sure, I feel like if you have very dry skin, you're going to love this, especially if you're into super light coverage on some days. Sorry, I'm just like fanning myself because it's getting hot with the ring light on. I mean, from far away, it doesn't look bad, but for sure, like, that gave me barely any coverage. I'm just gonna pump out a little bit more. So I'm taking like about that much. I'm just gonna focus it on more targeted areas of my skin rather than trying to apply it all over my face at once. Maybe that was part of the issue. I mean, there is definitely a tiny bit of coverage. Again, this is a tinted moisturizer, so it's not like I was expecting much, honestly. This is definitely going to make me very, very luminous. I also did use a moisturizer probably about, I don't know, like a little over an hour ago when I woke up. I did my skincare. I feel like on days that I wear this, I probably don't even need moisturizer beforehand. Alright, so this is the coverage that we're working with. I definitely feel like since I applied more that there is definitely more of a coverage now. I'm just going to take a little bit of whatever's left on my fingers and just kind of run that across my eyelids because my eyelids look super red. My face definitely looks a lot lighter than what we started out with. Maybe this wasn't even the right shade for me, but I think it'll be okay. Let me just, hold on. I'm just feeling a tad bit sweaty, so I just pat out with a sponge. And this will just help me blend out anything that I missed. If I missed anything. It's the only downside to applying things with your fingers is that it's kind of haphazardly. You're kind of just like, I hope I got it. Okay, so we'll get you guys in a little bit closer. So again, not the most coverage in the whole entire world. You can still see like my dark spot right here. You can, I don't know if you can see my redness super well on camera or not. Sometimes it doesn't show up, which this area of my face does have like, I have rosacea in that like area. So even here, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's a very light coverage. I kind of don't like how it feels. Like, to me, it felt like it was kind of thick and like a little oily, which it says it doesn't have oil in it. But I don't know if it's just the mixture with the tinted moisturizer and my face or something, but it just felt not as light as what I was thinking it was going, like how I was thinking it would feel. But I mean, it doesn't look horrible. But yeah, it feels kind of thicker than how I was expecting it to. My skin just kind of like, and my skin feels really sticky. I don't really know if I like the way that that feels. Like, my skin feels very sticky right now. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply concealer now. And I'm just gonna show you guys because I am using the sponge. And I did get the sponge damp already, but I'm just spraying it again just because I just feel like it started to dry already, so. And I just recently bought the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, so I'm going to take that and, what shade is this? It's Fair 08. It's probably only like my second or third time using this. So far, I really like it. I'm just showing you guys this just to kind of show you and give you better thoughts on the sponge. Also, every time I say the sponge, I think of SpongeBob and they're doing the sponge. Anybody else thinking about that? Doing the sponge.
I do the sponge, I do the sponge. Bet your bunch of you win the sponge. When after you take your leg, and you stick it in the air, and then you take the other one.
Okay, so far I think that the, ooh, that might be a little too light for me. So far I think that the sponge is really nice. It's very soft. I feel like it's blended out everything really nicely. I'm just going to add a little bit more concealer, and I'm going to throw on the rest of my makeup and then go throughout my day. I will show you guys what everything looks like before I leave, and then I might do a check-in if I can. I'm going to try to film it on my phone so I don't know, and not my camera, so I'm going to see how that works, and if it doesn't work then I won't be able to put it in the video, but if it does work then you guys will be able to see how everything looks throughout the day. I am going to work today, so I will be gone for about basically like 9 hours or so. So this will be on for quite a decent amount of time. I'm just getting any areas that my redness is showing through a little bit more than I would like it to. Ooh, I'm like glowing white right now. Concealer might be a tad bit too light for me. Maybe, I don't know, it's so hard to tell. There is a lot of light on my face right now though, so it probably has a lot to do with the lighting. Probably try to turn the ring light off and see how that looks. Okay, so this is basically my base. I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes, and that's about it. Today's makeup is going to be very, very simple. Do a little bit of blush and bronzer and highlight, and then that'll be it. So I'll show you guys how my face looks after I'm done, and then we will possibly check in to see how all of this situates on my face throughout the day, basically. Okay, so this is the finished look. I don't know what I was saying. Hold on, my eyebrow looks weird. I think it looks okay. So yeah, this is a very simple makeup day today. I can already tell you that by the end of the day I'm probably going to be an oily mess. This doesn't look bad right now. My forehead is a little too glowy right now for my liking. I do like the nice cheek shine though. I don't mind that. But I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I feel like overall I feel like it looked nice. I liked applying it with, or I recommend applying it with your fingers. I've seen other people use a sponge and or a brush, and it just didn't quite look like this. Like I feel like the finish and how everything looks good, but I don't know if I like the way that it looks for my skin, which is something that I already knew could happen, so I'm not super surprised by it. I'm kind of glad I didn't get the setting spray and the primer, because with all of those things this would have been probably a hot mess. Like from here it doesn't look bad. Like it looks good. I'll let you know if I get any compliments on my skin today. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. The color definitely looks a lot better now that I don't have the ring light on. I don't look quite as washed out and quite as glowing white, but it's getting to that time of year where I basically glow in the dark, so I can't help it. But overall it doesn't look bad. I'm gonna try to document what it looks like at the end of the day, because I have a feeling this is not gonna look good throughout the day. That's just my feeling. I do feel like this product is very sticky. It's kind of gone away, not like completely, it's still there. Like the feeling of that is it's still sticky. My face is still sticky, not as bad as it was. I did use setting spray when I was off camera, so that might have helped that feeling go away a little bit, but it is a very sticky formula. So that's another thing that I'm kind of like on the fence about, because I don't really like that feeling. So but right now it doesn't look bad. I will show you guys what it looks like at the end of the day. I might not do like check-ins or anything. I haven't decided yet. It's going to depend on how busy I am today with work and everything. So yeah, I will let you guys know how everything looks at the end of the day, see you later. Okay, so this is what we have after about 8 hours. I was gonna do like a check-in throughout the day, but the next time I was able to do that was only like 2 or 3 hours in, so I felt like that wasn't like enough time in between. So this is 8 hours after leaving for the day. I'll show you guys. I'll just have to take my glasses off, but while I'm able to see, I'll just kind of point out the things that I can see from here. So this is kind of what everything is looking like right now. I don't think it looks horrible, but I'm definitely super oily. I don't have that much coverage on my face. For a light makeup day, for something kind of lazy, not really wanting to do a full face of makeup, I feel like it looks fine. However, I feel like my face is more oily when having this on, like, than if I didn't put makeup on at all. So like, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't think this looks horrible. I feel like, and I keep saying horrible, like I don't think it looks horrible, but I feel like I didn't blot this, I didn't put powder on or anything like that. This is like straight from whatever I wore earlier this morning. So that being said, yeah, could it look worse? Probably. I didn't try to fix it, touch it, or anything like that. I just wanted to give you guys a good example of what it would look like. I do have combo oily skin, which I know I say all the time, but you know, so I was just kind of interested to see how it would wear throughout the day on my face. In the morning it didn't look too bad. I thought it looked pretty good. I didn't like the way that it felt. It was very sticky. Throughout the day the stickiness kind of went away. Now it's little to almost non-existent, like that feeling, but it was very gradual. Like it was slowly going away. So I don't really know how I feel about how it feels on the skin. It's just very, very sticky. It kind of feels like a primer, and I don't know, it just eventually it went away, but at first it kind of bothered me. I'm sure, like, yeah, it's just an like, not the most horrible thing, but it's something that did kind of bother me. So that's something to note. But yeah, I mean, my face looks very, very oil drenched, which after putting this on, I kind of figured, like almost immediately, was like, my face is gonna look great in a couple hours. So I did eventually put my glasses on about 45 minutes to an hour ago. I can't see anything right now, so I just wanted to show you guys what everything looked like without my big giant glasses on. So definitely super reflective, very oily. It was already very dewy, which is kind of, you know, this is a hydrating product, so of course it's going to give you that effect. But throughout the day with how my skin is, it's just very amplified right now. So this is kind of how it is. It feels like the product that I had on my nose, even though I felt like I didn't put too much on there, is almost non-existent, and especially in here, I don't know how well you guys can see it right now, but very, very oily. I feel like it wouldn't be too bad if I blotted it and then kind of powdered throughout the day, but since I didn't do that, this is what it looks like. Just kind of get into my overall thoughts and whether or not I would recommend this, just because I don't want to talk too much all blah 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 blah. So basically, if you have dry skin, I feel like you will really love this. If you are super into like very minimal makeup, you wear kind of a more natural looking makeup, then you'll love this. Like it's pretty. It definitely is pretty on the skin. I don't like how it feels at first, but eventually that feeling goes away. The coverage wasn't much, but it is a tinted moisturizer, so I wasn't expecting that much. I just wanted kind of a nice, you know, like, does that make sense? Like just the hand motion, just a nice, you know, just kind of even out the skin a little bit, which I felt like it did. It does have a nice look to it. It is very fresh and dewy. If I were to blot it and everything, I feel like I would like the way it looks now a lot more. Like, look at that forehead though, like holy crap. I could blind you guys. Like, I feel like this wouldn't be the first product I would grab or gravitate towards if I'm going for a low to like barely any makeup sort of day, but it is a good option. I do feel like it made my skin look nice For majority of the day, I wouldn't say I started looking like this bad until the last couple hours. And again, I didn't blot or anything like that, so I could, you know, I feel like my feelings would change. It's not bad. It is good for the kind of product that it is. I overall felt like I liked the way that my skin looked with this product on. Obviously now it's not wearing that great on me. Yes, I do have my oily spots, so it's not surprising that it's wearing like this. Honestly, a super matte foundation could end up like this on the wrong day, you know, like, so, you know, it is what it is. Overall, it's not bad. If you have dry skin, you'll probably love this. If you have combo to oily skin, you might also like this, but it's really good, just gonna depend on you and your skin and then how you like to wear your makeup. Like, that's just what it comes down to at the end of the day. I do see myself using this product, but there are going to be other products that I will gravitate towards more. I definitely will work with this more, and I do overall think that it looked good, but I'm not going to be able to wear this without a powder or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna need to have something on me to make sure that these spots get kind of taken care of. But again, not surprising. Overall, not a bad product. $14. I don't really know, you know, it's a tinted moisturizer, so $14 is just kind of like, yeah, you know, I don't know. Do you want to spend $14 on a tinted moisturizer? I would rather spend $14 on a foundation. So that's my final thought. We'll just roll with that. Yeah, if you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.